I'm Whitney Kell, and I'm reading from Robert Lee Camp's Your Love Cards today. I found this to be an extraordinary support system in my coaching business to help me have better insight into those I'm coaching and to help them as well. And it's fun to know about yourself at a deeper level, and this is based on the deck of playing cards. Today we're going to read the mentally creative, the Jack of Clubs. And I want to tell you, if your birthday lands on January 29th, February 27th, March 25th, April 23rd, May 21st, June 19th, July 17th, August 15th, September 13th, October 11th, November 9th, or December 7th, your main card is the Jack of Clubs. Now, there's also planetary ruling cards, so look below and see what your planetary ruling card is, and you might want to listen to that reading as well. I have found that each of them have a different resonance for me. So my second card is makes more sense in some ways than my first one, but I like both of them. I think it's fun to have this information. Creative, dishonest, the mentally creative. Creative, dishonest, or a mixture of both. As we can imagine, those who are the most creative can also be the most dishonest and vice versa. The Jack of Clubs is a card of mental and financial creativity. These people are energetic and productive. Their brilliant minds are far ahead of the common person in society. They are the people of the Aquarian age, being neither entirely male nor female. They are progressive and on the cutting edge of the evolution of our society and world. They have one of the finest minds in the deck and can always make a good living with it. They usually get involved in something entrepreneurial. The men more often than women, if their work allows some creative expression, they can find their groove and really enjoy it while making a great deal of money at the same time. They are mentally brilliant, but often fixed and prone to arguments, represented by the Two of Clubs in Mars. They usually cannot see that it is their own love of debate that is the cause of many of their disagreements with others. So they will debate you when they can, and they always enjoy the mental exercise. Their own fixed minds sometimes get in the way of their seeing the truth, but it also gives them the capacity to finish what they start and to stand up for what they believe in. As members of the royal family, they dislike pettiness and tend to be somewhat impatient with the failings of others. They need respect and a position that allows their brilliant mind free rein to create and explore. They are never at loss for ideas, some of which will bring them huge financial returns. On the negative side of the Jack of Clubs can be irresponsible and in some cases dishonest. They can see things from so many levels that nothing is really right or wrong. It's just another way of looking at things. And they can make up a story so quickly and so believable that they can explain away practically anything. They don't get away with much in regard, though. Saturn's hand always reminds them of the boundaries that keep them balanced and fair. The trouble comes when they start believing their own stories, departing from reality a little too far and creating a lot of hardship before getting back on course. They're essentially good and giving people. Even though they are argumentative at times, they are loving and friendly to all they meet. My mother is a Jack of Clubs. Such a strong and fixed mental approach to life can have its share of challenges. For the Jack of Clubs, mental approaches don't always work in the realms of love. However, these people do not have particular bad karma in this area. They need someone who is their friend first, and who will allow them some freedom to be themselves. If they have this, they are faithful and devoted. The men are excellent lovers and the women are excellent companions. They often have to contend with the ill health of a loved one, mate, or family member, or their own health problems will become a prominent theme in their relationships. In most cases, their health issues are related to some emotional cause, whether it be family or lover related. The Jack of Clubs love life. A Jack of Clubs can come with more plausible explanations than any other card in the deck. However, sometimes these explanations do not touch upon the real truth. The real truth was that she was afraid to tell her husband or even bring up the subject of his sexual dysfunction because of the possibility of being rejected or of losing him. After months of going back and forth about finding another lover, she realized her fear and decided to confront her husband with her true feelings. When she did, he loved her even more than before, and their relationship grew much closer as a result. All the planning and scheming she had done for months and was literally meaningless in the light of the one simple conversation she had with her husband. This is just one way the Jack of Clubs mind can literally take off on a flight all its own. And this occurs when there is some fear that they are not dealing with directly. They often become so wrapped up in their mental flights that they forget why they are doing what they are doing, or even begin to believe their own excuses. It is interesting that the Jack of Clubs woman was just as open to making love with the same sex as she was the opposite sex. This is a hidden Jack of Clubs quality that manifests more often in the females than the males. Instead of the peaceful demeanor of the females, the men are often hyperactive and always doing something. I know people like that are always doing. I think I'm one of them. They have that eternal gleam in their eyes that tells you that they are up to something. Don't expect them to tell you everything and to become totally intimate with their thoughts. They always have some little plan or scheme going on in the back of the mind. Most women who have dated or married a Jack of Clubs are more than satisfied with their sex life. They will tell you that their husbands or boyfriends are the best lovers they've ever had. It must be that creative energy that makes them such good lovers. They are probably always coming up with some new things to do in bed. So that is the mentally creative, the Jack of Clubs. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know below if it landed for you, and check out your planetary ruling card.